Alright guys, today we have the YHM Turbo Integrally Suppressed Upper. This is a complete upper system by YHM with a pinned and welded T2 turbo suppressor on a 10.5-inch barrel. Why, you may ask? Well, it's so you only have to pay one tax stamp, because normally to get a rifle this short, you're going to pay for your SBR tax plus suppressor. Well, when the suppressor is permanently pinned and welded, you only have to pay one infringement tax, and that's just for the suppressor, because ATF says if it makes it any quieter, tax. But now it's full permanent 16 plus inches, so it's cool that way. So we get a nice package, but there's pros, there's cons. We'll go over that in a second. But first, our sponsor is Sightmark. This is the Ultra Shot M spec we're trying out today, and it's a lot like an EOTech. You even have your 65 MOA donut of death in there, but it's going to be half the price. It has a night vision mode, it has 10 brightness settings, and it was auto shut off after 12 hours. Here's what I like about it. Check this out. Sunshade! So if you have a glare, you can just pop this back out. Sightmark makes all sorts of night vision and regular optics and lasers and lights. I've checked out their Wraith 4K Mini. It's a digital 16x night vision plus day scope. You can check them all out at Sightmark. Now let's shut up and shoot. So we've done a rough zero with this Sightmark here, but haven't gotten too serious with it. We're gonna just put a couple rounds, see what it sounds like. That was looking good. I had a little string just going straight up and down, so I started to speed it up. I am feeling a little blowback. I did put ears in because earlier when we were testing it out, I'm like, it's not the quietest gun. And it's not. This turbo is not known to be the quietest suppressor, but it's known to be, it's as good a reputation for being reliable, robust, and affordable. But on this 10.5-inch, it's just not pleasant to the ears, shall we say. Let's put a few more rounds though. It's actually feeling pretty good. And what I have discovered is the brass just goes into a nice little pile. It's not throwing all over the place. It's probably tuned to your gas. And that is one of the pros of an integrally suppressed barrel. They don't have to worry about, oh, what barrel size are you putting this on for, or what suppressor are you putting this on? Because you mix and match things up there from your gas block to your suppressor to your barrel length, and even your ammo, your buffer. It can get in to the lower section as well. However, they can tune the gas port for at least for the reliability for the most part. And that's what we're going to kind of test out today. Right now we're running an H2 buffer, and these are just some 55 grain hand loads, but let's shoot just a little bit more. All right, that target's boring. Let's go out to about 150. It's doing good. We're getting a little cloud of smoke. The first con of an integrally suppressed upper is going to get hot. Well, anything's going to get hot, but my first thought was, why doesn't this rail go all the way to the end? Because why not, right? They just threw their rifle length rail onto this, and that makes sense. But I'm kind of like, guys, that would have looked cooler. I don't know why they didn't do it. Probably just because it was easy to put the rifle rail on here and call it good. But when it heats, oh yep, it's heating up right now. When it heats up all the way down it. So there's probably more heat transfer just because it's closer. The other thing, this QD is just useless. I tried 3 different brands of the QD sling swivels, and there's not enough room underneath it. Okay, you get that, so I just had to use the one way back here. But that's just something that, when they put the package together, didn't work out too well. All right, otherwise, let's get some quiet ammo. So just for fun, I like to pull out the Subsonic 223 ammo. So this is from Detroit Ammunitions, and plus since it's warm, now it'll give it a little bit to cool, because it's like shooting a 22, but a 55 grain aerodynamically correct 22. Let's see if the hold's the same. That is so awesome. But no, it's not going to cycle because it's like a 22. I pulled that one, but that tree was awesome sounding. All right, we're going to go to 150 and see what... Smoke circle. Cool. Okay, we're going to see if we can hit it at 150. Oh, snap! Now I'm going to keep doing it. That is cool, and I love the delay. I'm gonna keep shooting this stuff. I missed, but I hit a tree. Cool stuff there. Okay, so while we had a Con, it does get too hot. Pro, it's light. So I have an SBR I built with a LaRue Stealth Barrel Griffin Recce 5 suppressor. It's 1.25 pounds heavier. It's 1.2 pounds heavier than this. I like how lightweight and balanced it is. It's probably just a lot thinner barrel, but this tubeless suppressor of the turbo is not that heavy either. That old Recce suppressor is beastly, so that's half of it as well, but pretty cool. So what we're going to do is see how this gas-tuned kind of works and compare it to another, just a standard upper with another suppressor. Now here's the deal though, with the standard carbine buffer, it would not run full auto. So to demonstrate that, we're going to pop one in, we're on full auto, see what we get. One shot, and the hammer's dropped. So if we open this up, hammer's dropped. What the mess? Do it again, go back to full auto. Oh, it got it. Finally got a little bit. Did you see how wimpy that was? Okay, so we need another buffer because the carbine buffer is just not running full auto. Now, did we have an issue on semi? Not at all. And so that is a good thing. So we recock that hammer. It didn't. It's short stroke. Let's go ahead and put some down. Yeah, it's under gas because it's only throwing them right up there, but it makes it pleasant, at least for shooting. Reliable in semi-auto. Full auto might require a tweak. We're gonna go tweak. The only thing we changed out was now we put an H2 buffer tube in it. Let's see how it works. That was wonderful. It is so smooth, and yes, it's slower, but that's really cool. Okay, now I like this thing. So what we're gonna do is put this YHM upper with the H2 buffer on high-speed camera, put this, I don't know what it is, 10.5-inch upper with the new Griffin dual lock suppressor on it, and just see how they run. This is a factory gas, it's gotta run faster, but this one was so smooth. I'm looking forward to this. Kind of cool. We won't know for sure. Oh, it's getting warm. It's starting to just get toasty all the way down. All right, well, I'll have to watch on editing to know which one's best. But here we go with round 2. Well, I don't have to go to the replay to feel that, to know that different. This joker is fast. So much more overgassed. I tell you, side by side, I'm liking the YHM. And I didn't expect to like it that much, but it is tuned. It is tuned. All right, accuracy test. I was reading some reviews. Actually, it's just one at silencershop.com, but they said they did not use the highest quality barrel in here, and the accuracy is not the best. Some of my plinking earlier might suggest the same, but we're going to use some premium ammo. I do not know the twist rate, so we're just going to send it. This is Black Hills 69 grain Match King hollow point, gotten, before the whole shortage days. We may not be dead centered because we didn't zero with this ammo. I gotta remember, I gotta wait for that thing to stop spinning all the time. It is looking good so far. That's 3 rounds, and in addition to, of course, using the point in the center to aim at the point in the middle of the target, this is a Sightmark Citadel scope, so we're at 6x, but it has a horseshoe type reticle. So it fits inside of that square, so it gives me a even easier centering point when you're doing stuff like this. So you don't have to think, what's he aim? Is not a precise aiming point. I'm centering that horseshoe reticle in the square. Let's go for a 5-shot group. Looking good. Waiting on the moving target. I am starting to see a mirage. In only 5 rounds, we're seeing a mirage. That's another con. I didn't mean to go this route, but you can't put a heat shield on it. You could on the front, but everybody knows the heaty part's on the back because where the blast chamber is. So that's something to consider. But that group did not look bad at all. We're going to go measure it with my spotter app. Moment of truth, drum roll. We have a 2-inch group. All right, 1.7 MOA, You know, we could click to the left if we wanted to fix it. That's not too bad, though. That's not too bad for a 10-inch integrally suppressed 100 yards. That was match ammo, but that's very practical. Nifty. All right, fellas, so that is the YHM Integrally Suppressed Turbo Upper. If they claim they adjusted this gas tube system, they did, because it ran quite... I was pleasantly surprised when we went to full auto. Do you want this or a regular AR-SBR? That's up to you, because honestly, integrally suppressed is more when you do niche things, and you can just buy a gas adjustment block and you just be paying the extra $200, because this can is married to this barrel forever. You know, they can't do much about it. So there is that, but they did do a good job in tuning it. I would like something like this to run around with on the ranch. It's a lightweight barrel, it's a lightweight can, it's nice and balanced. So, you know, a good 1.25 pounds less than my other build. So I do like that. I guess that's all for today. Thanks for coming by and watching. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you hit up the links. There's a link tree so you can get notifications and any other details on what we talked about in videos. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. It won't go down. I'm hitting it. It's going through it. Stupid 223. Did you see that? Hey, come on, Nussie. Come on, Nussie. Yeah. I came in like a wrecking ball. Oh, perfect. Yeah.